Okay, spinning off of the pea crab, I wanted to look at a couple other things. I think I was going through. Wait, the the pronunciation I thought I found online said K. Wait, no, it did say Keela. Okay, Keela, Keela. Cool. Anyway, I think I wanted to look at Chelicerae. So chelae are distinct from spider Chelicerae in that they do not contain venomous glands and cannot distribute venom. Which, just as a reminder, the chela of like crabs here, it's basically their claw, versus Chelicerae from spiders. They have venom in them, while crab chela do not. So let's see if this is a shorter article. Yeah, okay, we can hit this. Chelicerae. Wait, nope. Pronunciation is different. This is Chelicerae. Chelicerae. Okay, great. Chelicerae. The chelicerae are the mouth parts of the subphylum Chelicerata, which, sorry, subphylum of Chelicerata, an arthropod group that includes arachnids, horseshoe crabs, and sea spiders. Arachnids, we know, are these spider-like things. Ooh, is that a clover mite? Is that a clover mite? If it is, those guys are tiny, tiny. They're just like little red dots walking around, and if you squish them, it looks like blood. Horseshoe crabs. Oh, they're also a pest. They're really annoying. Horseshoe crabs, they're really cool. We get a ton of them around here, and they are so old, I think. Sea spiders. Ooh, don't like that. Okay, commonly referred to as jaws, Chelicerae. Nope, I'm mispronouncing it. Chelicerae, commonly referred to as jaws, Chelicerae may be shaped as either articulated fangs or as a type of pincers. Some chelicerae, such as those found on nearly all spiders, are hollow and contain, or are connected to, venom glands. So contain or connected to. Venom glands used to inject venom into prey or a perceived threat. Both pseudoscorpions and harvestmen have additional structures on their chelicerae that are used for grooming, papillae in pseudoscorpions and cheliceral teeth in opilions. Opiliones? I don't know. So pseudoscorpions here and harvestmen. Oh, those fellas. Yeah. Daddy long legs, as they're known here, at least. Cool. Types. Chelicerae can be divided into three kinds: jackknife chelicerae, scissor chelicerae, and three-segment chelate chelicerae. Three-segmented chelate chelicerae. Okay. And it looks like these are our types right here. I'll pull up this image again at the end so we can connect it to our learning. We have the jackknife, we have the scissor, and the three-segmented chelate. So jackknife chelicerae. The jackknife chelicerae is subchelate with fixed finger much reduced or absent. Fixed finger reduced or absent, and is composed of two segments. This type of chelicera occurs exclusively in the tetrapulmonata, and that is these guys. Tetrapulmonata is a non-ranked supraordinal clade of arachnids. It is composed of the extant orders Urupugi, Schizomida, Amblypygi, and Arenae spiders. It is the only supraordinal group of arachnids that is strongly supported in molecular phylogenetic studies. And there are at least two extinct orders. I apologize if you do this kind of stuff more professionally and I butcher pronunciations. I'm just reading a Wikipedia article. That type of chelicera occurs exclusively in the tetrapulmonata, which I just named. Jackknife chelicera are described in two different forms. Orthognathus. Okay. Two different forms: orthognathus and Libidognathus. Where's the emphasis? Libidognathus? And why aren't these hyperlinked? Surely these should be something that people want to look more into. Oh, it just puts me back to the Chelicerae category. Okay, so we're going to say orthognathus and libidognathus. Those are the pronunciations I'm settling on for the jackknife Chelicerae, and I'm repeating just to get it in my own head. Jackknife Chelicerae has two forms: orthognathus, and libidognathus. Orthognathus chelicerae are articulated in a manner that enables movements of the appendages parallel to the body axis. This kind of chelicera occurs in Liphistorphimae. Nope. Okay, I'm not going to try too hard on these pronunciations. Liphistiomorphae, which looks like that. He's a nasty. Dang. And Miglomorphae. Okay, so this orthognathus chelicerae occurs in Liphistiomorphae and Miglomorphae spiders, and in the related orders Amblypyges, Schizomida, and Urugpi. I'm not trying again. Libidognathus chelicerae move at right angles to the body axis. So we had parallel to the body axis in these guys. Okay, if you're looking at their actual claws on these images, you can maybe imagine how they might move parallel to the body versus the Libidognathus chelicerae move at right angles. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So basically, it just means that their fangs either move like in front of them, up and down, kind of up and down and towards the body, versus like pinchers on the good old pincer Pokemon. They like move inwards, as opposed to up and down. They move like out to in, if that makes sense. So yeah, this kind of chelicera is rotated and occurs exclusively in the Arneomorphae spiders. That makes sense. Okay, that's the jackknife kind. We've all seen that, I think. Let me see if, just in case it's not connecting for somebody, I'm not going to be able to describe it verbally if anyone's like podcasting this. That does not look like that. No, that is the orthognathus. So yeah, these pincers would move inwards as opposed to these go. Oh, that's a perfect picture. This one would move like out to in, perpendicular to the body. That one looks like it might actually be orthognathus. Okay, cool. Wild. Okay, spider chelicerae. The chelicerae consists of, wait, was that another kind? No, we have the scissor chelicerae next. Okay, so this is a subsection of jackknife chelicerae. The chelicerae consist of a base segment, sometimes called the paturin, that articulates with the cephalothorax or prosoma, because that makes more sense. The cephalothorax, also called prosoma in some groups, is a tagma. If it's not one word, it's another. Is a tagma of various arthropods comprising the head of the thorax fused together as distinct from the abdomen behind. Okay, I'm just going to move past that because I don't fully understand it. So starting over, the chelicerae consists of a base segment, sometimes called the paturin, that articulates with the cephalothorax or prosoma, and a fang portion that articulates with the base segment. Okay. Almost all spiders have venom glands and can inject the venom through openings near the tips of their fangs when biting prey. The glands that produce this venom are located in the two segments of the chelicerae and, in most spiders, extend beyond the chelicerae. Sorry, I was pronouncing it chelicerae again, but I'm pretty sure it's chelicerae vis-a-vis that IPA transcription. Venom are located in the two segments of the chelicerae and in most spiders extend beyond the chelicerae and into the cephalothorax. That is, the glands. The fang, the organic functional equivalent to a hypodermic needle, good, is what penetrates the skin, fur, or exoskeleton of the spider's target. Spider mouthparts are primarily intended for envenoming a spider's prey in most species, typically insects and other small arthropods. That's a long sentence. The basal portion includes all or part of the spider's venom glands, which can be squeezed to control the amount of venom forced out of the glands. Wow, the basal portion includes all or part of the spider's venom glands, which can be squeezed to control the amount of venom. Okay. Such control permits a spider to administer either a dull bite, a dose appropriate to the nature of the prey or enemy, or a maximal dose. The control is also necessary for actions such as the spitting of venomous silk by members of the family Scytoididae, or Scytoididae. They depend on that mechanism both in hunting and defense. And here's spider chelicerae. The chelicerae are shown in black, so these are the fangs. The surface of the cephalothorax in brown, cephalothorax. The legs in reddish brown, and the venom glands and surrounding muscle tissue in green. The fang portion of the red chelicera can be seen projecting into space between the two chelicerae. So that's the fang, here's the venom, and this all kind of squeezes together to pop that venom out. And 3D view of the chelicera of a jumping spider, the pedipalps. There's that word that wasn't defined earlier. Pedipalps are the secondary pair of forward appendages among chelicerates, a group of arthropods including spiders, scorpions, horseshoe crabs, and sea spiders. The pedipalps are lateral to the chelicerae, and anterior to the first pair of walking legs. Again, the pedipalps are lateral to the chelicerae and anterior to the first pair of walking legs. The pedipalps were removed. Okay, in this 3D view of a jumping spider, pedipalps were removed to see the chelicerae, which we see them right here. And it looks like these are the orthognathus, I forget the word, the kind that orthognathus, no, these are the the Libidognathus. They run, it looks like they run inward, or maybe those are, I don't know, the Libidognathus are the ones that are perpendicular to the body. Orthognathus are parallel, which is weird because the root there, orthog, is like orthogonal is perpendicular, right? It's normal. That is weird. Why would it be like that? Anyway, real quick, here's this picture of a jumping spider, Phidippus aldix, I mispronounced. The basal parts of the chelicerae are the two iridescent green mouth parts. So that's the basal part, which controls the amount of venom. Spiders are so weird. Man, don't stare at that for too long. It's messing with me. Okay. Whew. This is ending up being a little headier than I anticipated. The fang is okay. Here's chelicerae of a Psalmopoeus cambridgei, the Trinidad chevron tarantula. I don't know. Species of spider, and okay, who cares? It's endemic to Trinidad. And its fang is about 2 millimeters long, which is pretty big, all things considered. It's pretty big when you think about it. The spider itself is about 25 millimeters long, so that's, I'd say, a nominal fraction of its body. I mean, shoot, that's 1/12 and a half of its body. So, yeah. Which basically, like, if you had a ruler, it would be, if it was the length of a ruler, 12 inches, it would be like 1 inch, just about. Microphotograph of the same chelicera and the tip of a 22 gauge, that is a 0.64 millimeter hypodermic needle. Okay, so there's the fang close up, and here's the fang, the chelicera, next to like a needle that you'd get a shot from that like so quickly and easily goes into your skin. And this damn near looks more small. That is horrifying. Ugh. When a spider bites, the two parts of the chelicerae come together like a folding knife. And when making a threat display, and when making a threat display or actually preparing to bite, the spider will open the angle of the fangs with the basal portion of the chelicerae, and also open the angle of the basal portion of the cephalothorax. In the tarantulas and other megalomorphae, the horizontal separation of the tips of the fangs does not change much, but in the other spiders, the tips of the fangs move apart from each other as well as elevating. Even the tips of the fangs of the rather large spider shown above are quite sharp, and the spider's body is well adapted to driving the fangs into flesh. Some spider bites, such as those of the Sydney funnel web spider, are reported to have penetrated toenails and soft leather shoes. What? 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 The spider bites are reported to have penetrated toe. Oh, oh. I was reading that wrong. It's saying that the bite themselves has, by reports, it has penetrated through someone's toenail or through soft leather shoes. I was reading that as the spider bite contains penetrated toenails and soft leather shoes. That made no sense to me. Like, they are reported to contain penetrated toenails and soft leather shoes, not to have done this action. Okay, some spider bites, like from the Sydney funnel spider, have reportedly gone through toenails and shoes. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a sucker. Cool. We're on to finally the next section. Done with jackknife. This is, I guess, the scissor chelicerae is the second type of chelicerae here, although this title, instead of saying scissor chelicerae, is uncate or uncate. I don't know. Uncate chelicerae. The uncate or uncate, chelicerae is chelate and composed of two segments, so it's claw-like, I guess, and composed of two segments and occurs in the orders Pseudoscorpions, Cilifugae, Raniculi, Racinuli, or Recinuli? Does it give IPA? No, it doesn't. Okay, something. Whatever the... Dang, what were those dudes in there? Yo. Dudes from Ghana. Guess I am not going to Ghana. Holy smokes alive. These dudes are nasty. Oh. Okay. And Araneae. For example, brown recluse. We love him. Cellar spider. Oh, also know him. Darn it. And crevice weaving spider. I know all of these spiders. Brown recluse particularly. They are nasty. Nasty son of a gun. Anyway, so this is the scissor chelicerae, and here's some pictures. Man, he looks bad. I don't want to say what it looks like, but it's like some AI fever dream of something. Anyway, uncate, unnakate, chelicerae of a solifuge. Man, he's so gross looking. Frickin' evolution brought this thing about. From front view of a brown recluse. I've also seen it emphasized, heard it rather, showing its chelicerae. So here are its chelicerae, and you can see it does have the other scissor kind of in there. So it goes blink, blink, little pinchers. They are nasty. You don't want to be bit by them. The chelicerae of a pseudoscorpion. Again, you can see here the claws. And these are all supposed to have glands, so I guess that's the basal, I don't know. This is the venom gland. Okay. And we don't actually get much information on the uncate chelicerae. Going on then to the three-segmented chelate chelicerae. This is the primitive condition. So I suppose that means that this is what the fossil record indicates was first, and then these two other types, the jackknife and the scissor, spun off of the three-segmented chelate. Primitive condition and occurs in arachnids such as the scorpiones and the opiliones, as well as in non-arachnid chelicerata such as the Siphosaura and the Eurypterida. The Caliphores. The Caliphores? Sure. The Caliphores of the Pycnogonida may be homologous to the chelicerae. Okay, so it's saying a different word of this species, which is not coming up. Oh, the sea spiders. Okay. That those are likely or maybe homologous to chelicerae. So we've got scorpiones there. Okay, scorpions, actual ones. And the daddy long legs. What's up? Oh, this is our good old horseshoe crab. Three-segmented chelicerae of the Atlantic horseshoe crab. So I see one segment. I see two segment. I see three segment, I guess. Interesting. You look funny. Pantopsalus alipolypus, a species of harvestman with exceptionally long three-segmented chelicerae. Okay, then I suppose this is 1, 2, and then 3 is the claw. That is exceptional. I would see that in a nightmare, but like the size of a building. Isolated fossil chelicera of a pterygotid, Eurypterid, and that's the type. And then the name is Achiteramus cummingsi. Man, names. So this was a pretty hard article to get through, mainly on account of these weird names. But I guess to just summarize really part Chelicerae, I mean, yeah, you can get the gist of this without like really reading the whole article. The gist is Chelicerae are the jaws, the fangs of spiders. There are three main kinds: the jackknife chelicerae, which can move, which has two subparts. Those being the orthognathous fangs, which move parallel to the body, and the libidognathous fangs, which move perpendicular to the body. We have the uncate chelicerae, which are the scissor ones, and they look like scissors, and then the three-segment chelicerae, which are like more articulated claws, 3 segments of claws. And these jackknife ones, and I guess also the scissor chelicerae, have venom pouches, and I guess maybe these guys have venom pouches? I don't know. Uncertain from what I've read. But yeah, they can control the venom, and they are very sharp in the jackknife version. Anyway, that article ended up taking a bit longer than I expected. So that'll be it for today.